He, she's, theys, and all those who slay, grab your controller or your popcorn because it's time to throw down. Welcome to Kicking Out of Two. I'm Michael, and with me is the queen of commentary, chaos, and comeback lines, Tori herself. Hey, Tori.
All right, that one's pretty good. That's pretty solid.
I like that one. It's short, it's to the point.
Uh, that was funny.
We're just laughing about AEW, and
Fans are amazing.
yep. I normally crap on American fans because we, crap out halfway through John Cena. Go Cena.
Look,
Cena sucks.
look, I gave up on American fans when Eric Bischoff hit him with a good. You know where you're from. Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, you know what? He's not wrong. Our
No,
chants here are stupid.
yeah, we are pretty stupid when it comes to chants. We don't understand. Um, they try to do the Dom one at an event, and that failed miserably.
You can't. People can hate on Dom. Look, I'm gonna give a sped on this one. You can hate on Dom all you want, but you can't deny what he's doing.
No, not at all. Well, and that's the thing. They were trying to cheer for him, but they were trying to do like that chant that they did overseas of, uh,
I
uh,
know what you're talking about.
yeah, Dom
Yeah,
Mysterio, Dom, like that thing, and they couldn't do it.
yeah. No, I'm not surprised.
Oh, so we're here for GM mode. I'm hoping we got a few other people, new people, because I saw we got a couple of new subscribers. There's a guy I was talking to over on TikTok that he was talking about doing some not GM specifically, but doing some universe stuff. And I was like, hey, do if you think it's something fun that you want to do, absolutely put it out there, see if people
Yeah,
watch it. I was like, we do
100%.
that on Thursdays. I was like, hey, I want to check you guys out. Sweet, come on over,
Come on in. If
come
you're
watch
here,
us.
say hi. Tell us you're here. Let us know.
Yep.
Interact with us. Tori is stepping way out of her comfort zone tonight.
Just a bit, just a bit. Tori's fresh from the heels call. For
Yes,
those that don't
which
know,
was
what's the heels call?
so. AEW Heels is a uh, women's wrestling group. Women presenting. It's very accepting, very open. Um, it's $50 for the year, and it's worth every penny of it. Once a month, we do a call. The call we just did today was with Bryce Remsburg and Billy Starks talking about traveling and travel tips. The one for next month is a Sunday night, and it's a game night with Evil Uno.
That's cool.
I'm so excited about that. It's July 27th. We are doing what we're calling street teams at shows, where you can come up and sign up at the table, get all the information, sign up online right there. Um, they had people that signed up last night that were in the call tonight.
Nice.
We've added 38 people in the last month, I think she said. So we're growing pretty quick, um, but it's very supportive. You can talk about anything. I was having just a bad day not too long ago, and I said something about it, and several members messaged me. People commented and replied. Like it's not just about the wrestling. It's very much about building friendships and relationships, and like those beyond just being, hey, I happen to know someone type things is what I mean by relationships. Um, we have get-togethers like at All In. We're doing a luncheon on the Thursday after Dynamite at noon, but it's for Heels members only, so no plus ones at this one. Um, the Heels are hosting karaoke, and there's a special section for the Heels members. And when we do the meetups at different pay-per-views, like different wrestlers show up for it. I know Nyla's been there, Willow's been there, even some of the male performers come in and see us. Hey, Stampede.
Stampede, welcome in.
So I'm a huge proponent of heels. When I go, I'm going down for Dynamite on the Wednesday before All In for the 9th. Um, and I'm working as part of the street team. So if you're there, come by, say hi, get to know us. But it's a lot of fun. I love it. They're great. Aubrey and Amanda run heels. Aubrey Edwards, the referee, and Amanda Huber, Brody Lee's wife, run the heels calls and the heels team in general. Before she left, Dasha, is that her name? She was a ring announcer. Um, but before she was released, she was part of the team.
I think you're right. I think Dacha was the name.
Leva Bates was part of the team before she left. I mean, they're all still, to us, they're all still honorary heels. They're just not part of the backstage. Excuse me, the backstage team.
Right.
Did you send me an invite?
I have not yet. I was listening to you, and I was doing some stuff for the scripting tonight, and
Gotcha. So, but it's a great group. The ladies are all amazing. They're from all over the world. Like we have a couple of people that are overseas that stay up for these calls at like 3 in the morning because that's what time it is over there.
yeah.
So
Coming from someone who is not any of the entry level things, can I float an idea? Just
okay.
a thought. If maybe like once a quarter or once a year, you open it up so like other people can
Plus
come into
ones.
one.
So they do it. We did when we did Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
People were allowed to bring their significant other,
Oh, okay.
regardless of gender. So I know we do that, but it wouldn't be a bad thing to do once in a while.
Yeah,
It's
just
it's something like if we were doing that, you would have to be here with me. Um, we could only do it on like one computer type thing. It's not something like we could
gotcha. Okay.
be in the call like this. So it's a Zoom call, and Aubrey runs it, and we record each show, and they post them onto YouTube later. They post them on the Heels page online, um, usually within a few days.
Okay. Well, if they ever do
Aubrey
that,
had,
let me know.
yeah,
I will see if I
I
can
will.
plan to come over there. I'd love to be a part of some of these. Some of these you talk
Yeah,
about, and it sounds so much fun.
yeah, and I mean, what they post on YouTube is just like the interview section.
Mm-hmm.
I will say the one we did with Nyla and Bowens and Bear Bronson and Layla. Nyla hosted.
Oh
It was like a
shoot!
pride. It
Did
was
it ever
basically
did it
pride.
ever get on the rails?
No, it didn't. Um, it was one of those things that we're like, this isn't. I. We love this. This isn't. Mm-mm, this is going to go poorly. And it went exactly like you would expect. I mean, we were in tears from laughter on this. Most heels calls tonight was probably the first that no one cried. Like
Oh,
it's always it's one of those places that we get into stuff and talk about stuff, and we talk about heavy stuff. Like we've had people on that deal with mental health. Um, the people that run the sensory rooms at the arenas, they were on culture. I can't remember the name of the group either. Now it's going to irritate me. I have to look it up. Karen Jarrett's been on there. We had Rachel Ellering. We had MXN Collective for uh, March. For it was a belated Valentine's Day. Oh, it was the Heels Award. That's what it was that Nyla hosted.
oh,
That was
okay.
hilarious. We had Brody on there last year. Little Brody Jr. was on there last year. Osprey did one in September.
Yeah.
So it was June last year that we did. It was Layla, Bear Bronson, Nyla, and Anthony Bowens, and it was hysterical. Mariah May was on one. She was an absolute doll.
Did you say Harley was on one?
Uh, no, I don't think Harley's been. Yes, yes. Harley was on for the dating game. I missed that one.
Oh, that's
Swerve
right.
was on one. Mike Bennett and Soraya was on one. Like, it's just amazing. It's so much fun.
So we had an update. to just kind of show off some of the things I have in the update. The one I'm most excited about, Abyss, is now officially part of the roster.
Yes.
I do hope this is not a one-time gig. I hope we get him in games to come. And I hope this is a sign of something. Because obviously, like Joseph Park, he is one of the backstage people. So obviously it's a little easier, but it's his TNA theme that they did. It's still a TNA gimmick.
Yeah.
So the fact that we have a TNA gimmick and a TNA theme in here, it'd be cool if we get some TNA people in the future. It'd be cool if we got some TNA flashbacks of current people. If we could get like old AJ Styles.
Yeah.
With the we are, I am, that theme. That was so good.
Culture City is the one that runs the sensory rooms. I had to look that up because it was bothering me.
No, you're fine. Can I do this by downloaded? Ah, there we go. We can do it by downloaded. There we go. Do.
Julia, okay.
Why does that show DLC? Oh, that's because she is DLC. Never mind. We have Jalen Brunson. That was added to the game.
Oh, the basketball player.
Yeah. A lot of controversy over that one because he has 50 Cent Mini Men as his theme. But because of the contract of the theme, you can't use that theme on anybody else. It is locked to him.
Oh.
And so a lot of people are freaking out about it, and they're blaming 2K. And I did a big write-up thing. I'm like, that's not how it works.
I saw that.
Shaquille O'Neal got added, which is cool. It makes me want to download. I'm sorry, it was Tyrese. Tyrese is the one that has the theme. I don't know Tyrese, what Jaden's theme
Halliburton.
is. Yeah, the Halliburton, who also got added in this.
Which is very deserved. Halliburton's an amazing player. I feel so bad for that kid. Game 7 minutes in to blow your Achilles. It's awful. Awful.
And then the last one that I was going to show, just because it's your favorite, it's my favorite, it's the Great Khali. He got added. As much as we weren't fans of Khali.
Why are you trying to get me started? Like, why? Why right now?
Well, we were not fans of Khali. I will say the scan this year is amazing. Like, it looks spot on. And then you've added his theme in there, so now people can recreate Jinder Mahal and put Jinder and Mahal in it, because obviously you have one Indian, you put in one Indian who's not actually Indian, he's Canadian.
Seriously.
That does not surprise me with the stuff that they were pulling at the Mexico show. That's cool. But yeah, so those were the ones added. They also added a couple of new arenas. The WrestleMania 41 arena, the Crown Jewel arena, all got added. So nice, cool things. We still don't have the. There was supposed to be a DLC person from the original DLC that we still haven't gotten. Don't know who that is.
Okay.
The new DLC, which is the one coming up with Penta in it, it has a celebrity, quote unquote, in it. It's called the Fearless Pack. There's a lot of thought of it's going to be Nikki Bella because it's called the Fearless Pack.
Yeah, it probably will be.
Which would make a lot of sense in calling her a celebrity at this point, because she's not.
Or it's the Green Lantern, one of the two.
Yeah.
Dijak and who? Baron Corbin.
Oh, okay. Okay. Huh.
I was like, what does that say? Baron Corbin.
I mean, that's
a solid team.
That's a solid team. Yeah. I can't say much against that.
All
right. Let me go ahead and get this started. We'll get you your invite. Remember, folks, if you are watching the stream, you're seeing my gameplay. If you want to see Tori's gameplay, hit us up on the Discord, which is above my head over here. As I look at the monitor above my head, which is perfect because it makes it look like I'm looking at the Discord thing. then make sure to join the Discord so you can see hers.
Or it just started, so. Yes, my TV is still over there, so unfortunately you're gonna have the side/back of my head.
That's fine. Someday we'll both have the offices that we want. And
One of those things, you know.
Yeah.
All right, let me try something. I may lose you for a sec.
Okay. I sent the invite. I don't know if you got it.
I'm sure I opened it yet.
Hey, what type of phone do you have?
Galaxy or
Samsung? Okay.
Galaxy S.
I got a new set of mics today.
Okay.
And so I'm just with your shirts that you still haven't gotten and your present that you still haven't gotten. I'm just going to give you my old ones so you can have them.
You're really saying that like we see each other often and I just don't take stuff when I see you.
Well, I mean, you've been on the road a couple of times. And I think you could have just
have
swung
been.
by.
We actually did drive by there one day. I think we were going somewhere.
So I'm just saying, I'm here all the time. I ain't got no life.
Stampede, I read that about Danielson. 8 seconds. Sounds like Max Caster's sex life, too.
Wow.
Yeah, I said it. After we talked about MJF's pickle last night, which was hilarious. Have you watched Dynamite?
Is Gherkin. I've seen clips. I haven't watched the whole thing yet. I was caught up in Blacklist today, and so.
Did you see the match with Ospreay and Swerve?
Talking about the tag match?
Yeah.
So I have not seen the whole match. I did see it might be the spot you were talking about, like a crazy bouncing drop kick to the back, or like.
No, well, that was nice too. Swerve is either knocked somebody down or is holding on to them or something, and Ospreay lines up with him and goes to run, and Swerve drops down as Blake Christian was coming up behind Swerve, and Ospreay hits him with a hidden blade.
Oh,
and
nice.
Swerve like springboards back up. Like it was so fluid and it was so good. So we're getting the Bucks against those two at All In. Ospreay suggested the stipulation of the Bucks give up their power if they lose. So I don't know if it's the EVP power will go to Ospreay and Swerve, which would be an interesting little thing. But the whole thing is them giving up their power. So
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. I don't even know who's on my roster. One Hell in a Cell match. Of course, that's what you want me to do, bitch. But I get your favorite card if I do this.
To the moon? To the moon.
Thomas Gunther a main event match. Oh, I get to stick Gunther in Hell in a Cell. I'm down with that.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
Read my screen.
I can't read that.
Sorry.
What does it say?
It says, got an interesting offer for you. We were able to get Abyss on your show for 1 week. Use him and see if he fits. That's awesome. It's an honor. Absolutely.
Ah.
Charlie, I'm not giving you 100K. I'm just not doing it.
Who? Charlie Dempsey? No, sir.
Yeah, it's like, give me 100K. No, sir. That's not happening.
That's not gonna. Unfortunately, sir, that's not gonna work.
Select supercard.
What we play on? Okay, so we just.
I think I'm gonna go with that one.
How are you on this and I'm not?
I, I don't know.
Oh, you do one of your things. No, yeah, I don't know. Okay.
So that uh, I'm glad you're saying that, Stampede.
Please,
So that
please elaborate.
so that was a question that came up when they did the review show, because the way they worded that matchup that's going to happen between Swerve and Osprey and the EVPs, it was worded weird because it made it sound like it was the EVP title up for grabs.
Right.
And so a lot of people are like, well, hold on, so that means if Swerve and Osprey win, they're the EVPs?
Right. That's why I'm like,
And so no, the way it's supposed to be is that if they win, the Young Bucks lose that title. Not
gotcha.
not they get it.
Gotcha.
All right. So first of all, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do it with. Why do you want to team with Fatu? You're in a thing against him. Um,
Oh, okay. I know why. Because I picked my card like immediately. Like there was no hesitation.
oh, okay.
Because it doubled my budget after my first show.
That's a good one. I do like that one.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess you. That's what we're gonna go with.
Can't change the page. Damn it.
Yeah, Stampede. It's a cool little niche that they're gonna throw into that because of them running amok. But
That's fair.
I just
That's fair.
I don't know if I see that though of like working.
Oh, they're 100% losing that match.
Who, the EVPs?
Yeah.
I don't know. With them being kind of sort of backed by the Death Riders, I could see there being some shenanigans in that.
There might be.
All right, and then I need you versus Carrion, because that gets me something apparently.
And that's fair. They have very much been abusing that power, and so
Okay.
so,
I'll grab that.
I'll drop my microphone. So,
Sure. I guess it's gonna be as good as someone will get that. Hey, when they did that with you, like with Andre, right? Where they gave you a legend and
that one match.
yeah, did
Yeah.
did he like give you a note like the next week of like, hey, my contract's up or anything? He just left.
No, it's just a one. It's a one-off.
Well, then I don't understand the second statement of that of like, see if he fits. Well, if he fits, then I want to keep him.
I think it's one of those. If he fits, you can turn around and sign him.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. I just work here.
No.
One, two,
Right.
it's over.
So I'm a little more forward-facing now.
This better be a good match, Trip. I only did that because of you.
It's a good match.
All right. I'll give it that.
One, two, that's three. Let me hear the bell.
No big shock there.
Good job,
Started
guys.
a feud. Started a rivalry. That's funny.
All right. Your turn?
Maybe it's a jam.
He deserves it.
One, two, that's it. Ring the bell.
I'm excited for Fallon Henley on the main roster. Like, I think she'll do a really good job.
I think she would, yeah. So what do you think of this Mortos is all of a sudden in the main event?
Okay, so they used what happened in Mexico to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate it. I mean, the crowd loves him.
Right.
So does it make a ton of sense? Not really. But by continuing on what they started in Mexico with him filling, because I don't know where Claudio is. And I'm assuming he's basically filling in for Claudio.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to bet this was something they had already planned to do. But since Claudio wasn't in Mexico and Claudio wasn't there for Dynamite, we just put Mortos into that role because he was hired, if I remember them saying correctly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure you've seen the discourse.
You lost 500 fans.
I did. I did a lot of like I told people I would do this. So it wasn't a great show. It was just like things I had to get done.
I was like, how did I make so much money? It's because I did that. I played
card.
that card.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
I mean, I'm sure you've seen the discourse though of like, is it because he's dating Mercedes
No,
and all of a sudden he's at the top of the card all the time?
Yes, I've seen the discourse. Honestly, I think it's. Here's my problem with it. If the shoe was on the other foot, if somebody that was a high rank, a high position, started dating one of the lower tiered females, and they suddenly had a main event, I'd be pissed if somebody asked that question.
I mean, it's valid.
It's a valid. So I don't think that's it.
It is very coincidental, though. It's just.
It is, but I think it's just because of how this shook out from.
I will say that it is one of the big things that people are talking about is doing like a Beauty and the Beast storyline with those two. I'm gonna say no, because I don't know if you've seen that dude with his mask off. If they did a Beauty and the Beast storyline, he might be the beauty in that conversation.
Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you. Yeah, I can't see you.
Okay. Now my camera's being dumb for a second because I moved stuff. I haven't seen him fully without the mask.
Yeah, I mean he's covered up.
Right, but you can tell that he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he's got a pretty face.
Yeah, he's pretty. I think it's kind of dumb. I don't like it. I think it's silly. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
Yeah,
I,
it
I
was.
agree completely. Oh
It's done.
no, I can't use scouts. Brooks is gonna leave. Oh, dang. You want 100K? Bye, ho. Oh, he's giving me one more chance. That's what I thought. Scott Hall, you're a master on the mic. You think? I
Oh,
get that. I get certain people, it does the I'm a master on the mic. This is Scott Hall.
yeah.
What? All right, Fallon has a new perk. Either giant bonus class, I can change between bruiser and giant, or between bruiser and fighter. Giant does not make any sense at all for her.
Oh,
So, okay. Well, like I said, I feel like some of these we need to, I tell you what's going on because, when we're adding stuff like that, it affects the other person in the long run.
yeah. Well, kind of same thing on Jacob Fatu here. Like, he got a perk and it's giant or fighter, and I'm like, he's not a giant dude. Like,
He's not. And that's the same thing with Fallon. Like, why would I put Fallon Henley as a giant?
so the only thing I could see as far as like if we were playing the matches,
Yeah.
because you know the
His
benefit of the
moveset would.
giant thing, right? Which is
No.
so they get an extra health bar.
Seriously.
And so that extra health bar is where like you can't pick them up, you can't hit them, you
Right.
can't knock them down.
I got you.
I could
I
see
got
that for
you.
Jacob Fatu,
I guess I can.
but for what we're doing, like a fighter.
Right.
Anybody else? Nobody else. Maybe I shouldn't have done that card. Injury rehab. Get Biggie back here. Biggie keeps getting injured. Biggie showed up on that Hot Wheels show. Have you seen that? Where
No.
people are like, I guess they're building like life-size Hot Wheels or something like that.
Okay.
The professor Nathan was on the show as one of the contenders, and then I guess like the celebrity they brought in was Big E, and so Professor lost his damn mind because it was like Big E showed
Oh,
up.
wait. Nick Harrison, the dude from Twitter?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, nice.
but he lost his shit. It's like, oh my god, it's Big E.
I would have too.
Heck yeah. Um, um,
Don't know what to book because half my roster's hurt. I can change Punk from a fighter to a bruiser. Thoughts?
I mean, it makes sense.
Oh, you ain't wrong about Nia Jackson.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the Mercedes connection is nothing, and people are just making a big deal over something dumb.
I don't disagree. It is coincidental timing. I'll give it that.
Fair enough, but they're making way more out of it than.
Okay, what kind of perk do I have for Dirty Dom? Give him a power card or stamina. I'm gonna have him lose less stamina.
Yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna use Don a lot, so
I gotta book a card real quick because I haven't booked a damn thing. At least one backstage brawl. That costs a lot of money, sir. And I'll do it, but oh, I don't have Logan Paul. I couldn't have gave you that match anyway. Cry baby.
I'm crying like a baby back bitch. All I can see is
I want my
cheeseburger
baby,
Eddie
baby,
doing.
baby, baby, baby.
28 years ago today, Toonami premiered on the Cartoon Network.
Oh. What's up, Isaiah? Welcome in.
First name is not Isaiah.
I do that every time. Eshawn, I
Yes, you did.
apologize. I apologize. It looks like Isaiah with my blurry vision. And I think of because there's the Isaiah dude that shows up to the shows. And like I just immediately like flip to that.
There.
Oh, that robbery's on cooldown. Excuse me. Of course, I don't have any specialists. Well, then we will just make this triple threat instead. Throw Julie in there.
You got a minute and a half, minute 45.
I know, I'm getting there. You want y'all to win that belt. Y'all can do that, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's where we're going. Shwabam! You know what? I kind of agree with both of those. Eshawn, I think you're on the money this time.
So somebody said Jade wins, challenges Tiffany, beats Tiffany, and Naomi immediately cashes in.
One.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of Jade having a 3-minute reign. I'm not a fan.
I'm not either, but I
Oh,
kind of get it.
wow.
One.
Gunther's out 5 weeks. I made this cut.
Sorry, Gunther.
Sorry, you're not my problem anymore, bro.
I know you're the Ring General and all, but
One, two, ring it.
I don't need to pay you to eat catering.
Literally.
I'm not sure if that's a question, Eshawn. No, Tori is not my wife. She is my best friend. We've known each other for over 19 years now.
which is crazy to say.
Absolutely insane.
Which is just a crazy statement.
I'm old as shit.
Finally have a new champ. I knew Danny was going to get hurt.
You know, John brought up Opa's been doing this like challenger thing. What if Omos would have showed up to be the challenger? What would have
That
been
would
your
have been
thoughts?
interesting. After seeing Jasper Troy in him, because Jasper Troy was amazing, pushed him to the limit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't like the idea of them putting a title on somebody that new.
Mm-hmm. On Omos? Omos isn't new.
No.
Oh, on
Jasper
Jasper.
Troy.
Okay.
So it's just one of those things that I'm not a fan of it. I don't know. Omos, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to clear it up because I got fuzzy again.
That's okay.
Maybe it's just me.
There we go. That's the swing I wanted. No, not girlfriend, just friend. Best friends forever.
Tori is engaged.
Tori is engaged to a very beautiful woman.
Ronda Rousey is not returning. She's not coming back. She's run her mouth too much.
Well, and she's actually, I think she's even said at this point that she wasn't coming back because someone had asked her that in an interview of like, "Are you going to show up at Evolution?" If she was to come back, I think they would have said that by now. That's
There's
one of those
no
things.
chance they just, yeah.
Specifically because of the way they're because the whole counter programming thing, there is no way they wouldn't have said that of like,
Right.
Oh, and Rhonda's going to be there,
Right.
because
They'd
that would
have tried to use that.
We do live in America, absolutely. Your condolences are are accepted.
Right.
You didn't say them, but they're accepted because being here is kind of a shit show right now.
Cool.
Okay.
I just signed EO through the end of the season for 181K. I'm not giving you 100K, Ethan. Sorry, bro. Bye.
All right. Thanks for your work, Sarah. I just had you here because I needed people. Okay, let's talk figures. Okay. Do that for 10 weeks for you. Yeah, absolutely. You can face somebody else. Oh, I meant to say yes. My bad.
You didn't hurt me any, so I don't care.
um, I'm not giving you money. Why does everybody? I think I've been doing great here. I'm not giving you money. Like, bullshit. So the first half of that, I think so. I think they're gonna put Jimmy and Jacob together for a bit. I don't know that I see Jimmy turning on Jacob though.
I don't think you will.
I don't know because I don't know if they're gonna stick Alexa against Zelina. They're doing that weird story with her and Charlotte right now.
Yeah, they're not doing that. I don't think they're doing that. See, Damian Priest is one of my tag champs and he's hurt, and I feel like I should be able to strip him of the tag titles.
Without just firing them.
Yeah.
2K, if you're listening. As a side note, this is something you can get upset with 2K about. Just FYI, this is something that you could be upset about because they made that decision.
Right? Haters.
I do think we're probably going to get that before AJ leaves. I know AJ's on his way out.
Yeah, it'll happen. I think that'll definitely happen. A very female heavy card. The two faces together to one.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, absolutely get her.
I have a lot of kids. How is Bailey at 3? See, this is something else that needs to change. Like you have Bailey as a 3 on the microphone. It's Bailey.
Yeah. So some
He's
of them are crazy.
Hello.
I've always asked for like if there's a way we could change those. Like a way to make those better that's not a card.
Yeah, I agree. Most popular available specials. Shit.
I will say though, some of them I kind of understand. Because like they have Jacob as a 1. I think Jacob is a very good character. Not a fan of his promos.
Who?
Jacob Fatu. Because the promos are kind of the same thing every time, which is like the same 4 lines. There's the Godzilla King Kong. You ain't neither one of them because I'm both.
Gotcha.
No gas, all brakes. Yeah, I mean.
No brakes, all gas.
Just saying.
No, he's not. I disagree.
Yeah, no, I don't see Jimmy doing that. I'm hoping, honestly, I'm hoping they step out of the bloodline for him to lose that. Like, don't lose it to someone in the bloodline.
1, 2, it's over.
I don't see that one happen because I don't see Cope coming back.
And Punk's not going back to AEW. There's no chance that's happening.
No. Hey, Liv won the belt. And Thea got hurt for 5 weeks. Good with that. Yeah, no, that's I don't like. I don't know. You regurgitate the same 5 lines in your promo every promo.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think you're great on the mic.
I agree. This match is gonna be so good. Jada is my champ. Okay, Miss Parker.
Mm-hmm. And I mean this
They
with no
love her in
disrespect.
NXT.
I mean this with no disrespect. She could loosely put on that belt and it would stay up. I'm just saying, she got that shelf. Just
I put Javon against Briggs, and it started a rivalry, and they're both fake. Okay.
turn Briggs.
One, two. That's it. It's
I don't
over.
think I've ever seen what render they used for Sammy. I kind of like that one.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right, so that advanced, then we have a new champ. That started something.
Jesus
That started
Christ.
something. What?
I made fans. That's
You lost fans again, but you made bank.
hey, I got seasoned legend.
Oh, I lost fans too. But we both made good money, so
No,
whatever.
no, I made fans. I made 64 fans.
No, you didn't.
That's what my screen said. My screen said I made 64 fans. That's why I laughed, because I'm like, I made a whole 64 fans.
I said you had negative fans.
Oh, no, I don't know. My screen says 64. There could be a glitch between the two. Who knows? 2K
Mine shows you lost 1,900.
lost 1,900 fans? Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Where is... There it is. No, don't switch my stuff there. All right. Boop. Oh, hey, it tells me I'm playing the game on Xbox on my Discord. That's cool. All right.
This is strange. Because
Yeah.
you made 120K and lost 1,900 fans.
Yeah, no, I could be wrong, and that's gonna bug me, so I'm gonna have to go back and like watch it later. I swear to God, it said 64 fans. It was green
I mean,
64.
whatever.
And that's what made me laugh, because I was like, oh, I made a whole whopping 64 fans.
Whatever.
I caught whoever was standing outside and was like, hey, come get some free tickets.
Right? Here's a free ticket, bro.
I
Come
pulled
on in.
I pulled a WCW. One week till Bad Blood. Sponsored by song Bad Blood.
She really thinks I should give her a 50. I almost never say yes to this. I'm going to and see what happens. Major increase to her morale.
You mother... Hey, Herb. How you doing, Herb?
Herb.
So, Tripp gave me this thing that said, hey, if you put Braun versus Cross, it'll up their popularity and da 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 da.
Right?
Now he's like, I did a head count. Braun's not here. What? You know what? No. He fired. He didn't show up.
You gotta go.
He gotta go. Good Lord. Girl, you just started here.
Who?
Liv. Like, I literally just hired her. She just won the title, and she's like, I'm clearly the best superstar here. Damn, girl. I need a bigger test. Who you want to fight? Valkyria and Julia. All right. Yeah, sure. Why not? All right. Brutus got a new perk, injury or power card. I'm gonna do chance of injury reduced. I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That's not
Have you?
bad.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. All right, so this is the go home. So I feel like I'm gonna need more of them, so I'm gonna do that. Grab that. Oh, that's booking way in advance for me. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean,
No.
because Mania. No, next Mania is back in Vegas. When's the Mania
Yeah.
that's going to Saudi?
They haven't done a Mania in Saudi yet. They're doing the Royal Rumble in Saudi next
Oh, it's the
year.
Royal Saudi. Okay.
Yeah. Which, I mean, the plus side is we get to watch it at like 3 in the afternoon, so.
I mean, that's a possibility then, though. If they placate to the local crowd, have Sammy win that Rumble.
How does Mommy have a 53 popularity? What the hell?
Because someone ran her into the ground.
Apparently. Probably you.
I haven't had Mommy.
Oh, then it was probably me. Okay, tornado tag.
See, I kind of want to go easy on this because I don't know what matches are going to be in the main event or the.
No, I know. That is definitely the concern.
Is it?
Just see what I can book before I get too far into this.
Oh, that's a good match. That's good. I don't want that.
Okay, Canadian's back. He has 9 stamina, but he's back. Can't do shit with that.
Brett with Valkyria. The title on for that. Tag team. Normal. Yeah. Oh shit. Where's he at? He's over there. So is he. I do agree we're going to get Finn Balor's Demon back at some point, but he's going to have to deal with the Judgment Day first. Got to build that character back up before he does anything.
Yeah, they've done nothing with him.
I mean, especially after that horrible situation they had when he faced Seth, and no, it was Roman. He faced Roman, and he had that like seizure on the outside and lost the match or whatever. You don't remember that when Finn Balor like he fell off the top rope when he was going to do the coup de grace, and then like there was the red light that blinked, and like Finn's on the ground like doing this like weird seizure movement.
Vaguely.
With some of the dumbest stuff I've seen.
Sounds about right. My headphones died, of course. Oh shit, I got a minute and a half.
You better get to it.
I know, right?
So we had just to explain to the people watching so they understand what I'm talking about. We had like a kind of the State of the Union group discussion team meeting within the Chairshot sports group, and we talked about for sure once Sped and Big Mike get their feet a little more wet in the GM world, that we need to do a like a show versus show GM.
Hell
mode.
yeah. Hell yeah. That'd be a blast.
Be a lot of fun. But then, well, I was bringing that up to bring this up. Then John got offended because he was like, "Oh, I see. So y'all get to have this like fun little game room, and like I'm not invited." I was like, "Get the game." He's like, "Dude, I play 2K every day." I'm like, "Then come on,
Come get it.
come with
Get
it.
smoke, fam.
We'll do a 3-show hookup. Whatever."
That would be so much.
That would be.
One, two. That's it. Bring the bell.
All right. Wasn't expecting much out of it, so whatever.
Especially if we get the StreamYard, because like I can see how we could do that.
Yeah.
Because what we could do is like whoever's hosting it stays on, and everybody else goes back to the lobby while we're like doing the show, and then we're done. Bring everybody back in.
Okay. I'm sure there'd be a way to do it.
Yeah.
One, two. That's it. Bring the bell.
I mean, I feel like it would take a long time to book 1 week and then watch everybody simulate, and like it's gonna take some time.
It would take some time. The thing I think I'd enjoy about that though is
God damn.
so like we could flip flop, because the way the invite works, you can invite anybody. Is like 1 week they invite you for us, and then the next week they invite me for us.
Okay.
And so then like we're swapping off who's playing the game.
Gotcha.
Keep it a little interesting.
Because it does get a little boring.
Just watching it, I couldn't imagine when you were just watching me press buttons. I could not imagine how boring that actually was.
Yeah, it just gets a little boring sitting here not really doing anything.
Yeah. I mean, I do that all the time at work, and it's boring then too.
Same.
So
We had a thing where we had to listen to like a town hall thing today, and I played Fortnite.
You should have told me. I would have got on with you.
Right.
It's over.
Alex Windsor had a promo at Collision.
Huh.
Osprey's wife, they signed her.
Okay. All right. God, you're killing me with the booking.
I used 3 cards for that. Don't let it.
Okay. Good Lord. You got 99,000 fans out of that. I got 34. At least that's what my screen says. Is I got 34,000.
Got another Mike Dean trophy too.
Nice.
8.75 million in lifetime revenue. The gap is 100,000 fans.
All right, here's the pay-per-view. That's all right. I wasn't going to scout anybody this week anyway.
Tag team champ. I don't fucking care.
Damn it. I was hoping it was one of the good ones.
Oh, let's talk.
It's about time you put me on a PLE. I put you on a PLE every freaking week.
What am I?
Liv Morgan got a new perk. Backstage brawl, last man standing. I feel like she'd be better in a backstage brawl, but those things are expensive. I'll go with last man standing. First things first. Do that. All right. What do we have here? Damn it, I should have done backstage brawl.
Huh?
So Liv got a new perk and it was backstage brawl or last man standing. I'm like, well, last man standing or backstage
Did
brawl
you not
seems
look
like
at what the matches were?
I
yet?
didn't. I was like, man, damn it, I should have done backstage brawl.
I just got the option for that for EO and I took it.
What you're saying is you're probably going to win that one.
Huh?
So what you're saying is you're probably going to win that one.
Possibly.
All right.
Do I have women's tag champs? Chelsea and, of course it's Chelsea and Rhea's got 13 health. 13 stamina. Whatever, we'll take our chances. Sherry. Gigi. What's the power going on? What the hell? Can't do my men's tag title. The Briggs is out. Can't do it with Briggs. Oh. We'll see how this goes.
We'll see.
Literally, that's kind of what this is.
All right.
Got the main event of the opener.
I'm trying to remember which one what did I take the last time?
I think you took the opener, so I'll take the opener this time.
Because I noticed there's a pattern to it of who gets the first two matches in the mid card.
That works.
And so I think it was because I think I did the opener and then I had the first two.
You've got the first two this time.
Oh, do I have the first two in this one?
Yeah.
All right, so then let me do the opener then. That way it just
Okay.
does all three of mine, then we go. All right.
1, 2. That's it. Ring it.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
What's with this weird back? Oh, it's because it's an ambulance match. That's a cool graphic.
Oh, wow. Nice.
But that's okay.
Oh.
That's okay. I got an injury card.
Did you play a card for that?
I did.
Nice. I do love what this current roster is. Yeah.
All right.
1, 2. That's it. Ring the bell.
I had to change him from a giant. It doesn't make sense.
I'm surprised he's still on her roster.
1,
2. Ring it.
She was 13. What'd you expect?
I had to take my chances, though. I had to have a TLC now. It's all right. I'll heal her up. I got that stuff. So this one's me.
That one's you. That's a good matchup, too.
2.
Yeah, it is.
3. Ring it.
I promised. Damn, you won both of them. Well done.
I mean,
I promised Sophie a match, so I had to stick him in there somewhere.
it's a booty card, but
Yes, it is. It's good. You made 157,000 fans. That's nice.
it's
Still up by like 20.
Yep. Oh, I got another GM thing. I think it was the same one you got, the 8.7 million.
Yeah.
Hey, I got an injury rehab
Okay,
card. I could use it.
You put yourself right back into that.
All right. Let's get to the screen and then we can close this one out. Do any trading?
I wish you could take that out or turn it off.
Yeah. You got anybody that I would want? Giddy. You use him, but use your champ. One of your champs.
What?
I said you got one I could use, but he's one of your champs. I don't want to.
Who?
Damien.
Probably not. I think I've carried him for like 2 or 3. I think I've had him for a minute.
All right. In that. All right. All right. So we have Survivor Series coming up next. Go ahead and hit the GM Assistant. Close that out. We'll start right there on that screen when we get done and back. Go ahead and go back to that screen. That was fun.
That was fun.
I like that one. All right, so I know we keep teasing some changes. I promise we're not just like shuttling along here. Things keep moving. Bars keep moving. So next week's show, we're going to look the same as we do now. And the week after that, it'd be a whole brand new looking show. Gonna make some changes to it. Hopefully not as much changes because I don't want to change a lot of stuff. But definitely going to be some changes. I don't think there's anything cool going on. Can't think of anything really cool going on. I do want to say as a PSA, and I think this is a good conversation to kind of end the stream on. I'm seeing a lot of toxicity today on Twitter. A lot of people mad about Blake Monroe and talking negative about that. Because she made a statement, and I get how it came across. I do. But she said a statement as far as like the last couple of, months of her career over there, she wasn't, very excited about the business, and she didn't think that WWE was going to be an option for her. And I can understand how on the surface that sounds like it's being negative towards AEW on the surface. But if we're talking about a girl who has made it very public and very known for years that was her goal.
This was her end goal.
I don't think it's negative for that. Because she was never secretive about what she wanted.
No, not at all.
So I don't understand the hate on it. She's finally where she wants to be.
And I think she could have probably worded it a little better.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I understand the wording was a little. We could have worked on that a little bit, but I just don't think that there's all this hate about like, well, we don't need to use other companies as stepping stones, and I don't think that's what she was trying to do. She got an offer from AEW, which is a prominent company, and she took it.
And it got her a lot of exposure, and that feud with Tony was amazing.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean she was happy with where she was.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think we need to cut her some slack on that. A lot of people are just kind of mad about that, about the way she worded that, and it is what it is. She was never shy about saying what she wanted. So
she was straight up about it.
Yeah, I mean, even telling Tony, like there was statements of she had conversation with Tony of like, that is what I want. I want to eventually go over there. And it's not something bad against AEW, because the bottom line is that AEW still right now, and it's not that they're a bad product, they are currently AAA.
Yeah.
WWE's the majors, and that's just
Yeah.
that's the way it is.
Well, but again, you're talking 6 years compared to what, 50?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to be on the same level. Are you getting there? 1,000%.
Yeah.
Like, does your pay per view kill every pay per view? Yeah. If is this counter programming thing stupid? Oh yeah.
Well, and it's like one of the things that John had said on one of his shows clicked to me something that has never clicked before, which is it's not that AEW is bad at storytelling. It just seems like they don't get their ass in gear for that until like 3 weeks before a pay-per-view. And then they're
There's
like burning it, going, all right, let's get stories going, let's get all this going, like 3 weeks before
there's a lot
pay-per-view.
of gap.
And so before that, though, it's like, for some reason, Beast Mortos is in the ring with Top Flight. Why? Why are we doing this match?
I agree. And like we had the thing, like, and I'll use Dynamite as an example. We had Ricochet and AR Fox against Jet Speed. Ricochet's been doing his thing of um,
That thing?
I'm trying to find people.
Oh, for
And
his faction, yeah.
right. And he's having a thing going with Jet Speed, and he kind of swindles AR Fox into it. So now if we get AR Fox against Ricochet, I'm here for that because that match is going to cook.
Mm-hmm.
So I think part of the problem is the people they have on TV on a regular basis, the storylines overlap so much that it gets lost in the shuffle.
Yeah. But it's like we don't gear in, we don't scope in until a few weeks for the pay-per-view. And then yeah, those couple of weeks leading up to a pay-per-view are great. And the pay-per-view is amazing. But then after that we go back to like just throwing stuff against a wall.
If they get to where they're doing 4 to 5 weeks between pay-per-views instead of quarters, it's going to make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Which they are starting to do them more frequently. So I'm hoping that does help with the building of the storylines.
Yeah. Well, it's another thing that I've seen very toxic today. To me, it's a good 1-1 comparison. Is people are giving crap about the DC movies right now because we got Superman coming out and it's coming out very soon with a Marvel product, and so people are like, "Well, the DCU sucks." Okay, well, the DCU did suck, and here's why: because they looked at what Marvel was doing, and they wanted to do the exact opposite. So instead of building characters up with their own movies, like showing us who Cyborg is, showing us who the Flash is, before moving into Justice League,
them all into a blender and said, "Here you go."
They were just like, "Here's Justice League. Here's all the people." And it's, if you want to bring in a bigger crowd than the comic book crowd, you have to have people learn who these characters are and what they do.
It took Zack Snyder's 4-hour cut to explain everything from Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't watched the Superman, the Wonder Woman, and the Aquaman movies.
Yeah. Which the big three we all knew, but it's like they threw in those side characters, and I hate saying it like that, but they were side characters in that movie. They were not main characters.
Right.
And the layman is supposed to know who it is. I'd say that to bring it back to the wrestling side of it. AEW needs to pay attention to how WWE books, which is WrestleMania is the show. That's where we're booking to. So where do we want to be at WrestleMania? We want this match, this match, this match, this match. And then start booking backwards.
Yeah.
To where we are today. And so whatever your thing's going to be, if it's going to be All Out, All In as the bookend, then all right, All In is where we're ending up. So what do we want All In to look like? Okay, now book backwards to where All Out is, and that's our start. Speaking of that, have you heard this stupid shit? That apparently TKO is talking about bookending their year with WrestleManias. They're talking about doing 2 WrestleManias a year. You don't even know what to say to that, do you?
I'm not excited about TKO owning the company and what they're doing. I'm not.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee that Vegas thing was TKO, not WWE.
Oh, I guarantee you that, and I also guarantee you that the reason that we saw a video of Triple H stepping off onto Riyadh today, I'm guarantee it's a TKO thing. TKO was like, "We got a contract, y'all got to go."
Yeah.
Which all I've seen is positive stuff with people there. We saw some videos
100%.
from Scarlett
And I
and
hope
Cross.
that trend continues.
Yeah. Of them walking through the street and everybody's loving it and everybody's happy and safe, and hopefully that stays that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Am I planning to make time to watch that show this weekend? I'll catch it Monday.
Yeah. Well,
if I catch the whole thing.
The thing that's concerning, and I don't want to. I promise we're gonna liven this back up before we close out the show. We're not gonna end on this dead of a note, but
that may be the wrong choice of words.
Well,
that may not age well.
From what I'm about to say, absolutely. If something happens, don't want it to happen.
No.
How many people, big talent people, are gone if something happens? What happens to that company?
That was my point Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like, if something happens, again, not hoping for, not wishing for, not putting out into existence, if something tragic happens, it could fold the company.
Yeah.
It could fold the WWE. I don't think you could convince people to go. I don't think the fans would be willing to go. Like, it may actually fold the company.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to say.
Absolutely.
But we've all said the same thing. They shouldn't go.
Yeah. It's a tough thing, you know, and yeah, no, so TKO's making some crazy things. And to me, like, just to bring it more to a lighthearted thing, if you're talking about doing a WrestleMania in March, April, like we normally do, and then you're ending the year in December with another WrestleMania, then why is WrestleMania special?
It's not exactly.
It's not a special event anymore.
If you want to make the end of the year a special thing, move the Royal Rumble to the end of December. I don't like it. But
yeah, I wouldn't like it for one specific reason, and that's just because if we do that in December, then we have got now 4 or 5 months of this storyline, depending on when Mania shows up.
If you did it the weekend after Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to for 26 because it's already set.
Yeah.
That would be the 27th of December.
Right.
If I'm them and I want to do something that's different, I do it New Year's Eve, no matter what day of the week it is.
Yep.
Because think about the Royal Rumble being on a Wednesday.
That'd be crazy.
New Year's Eve, Wednesday night, the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, making that the New Year's event.
But like you said, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 15 plus weeks before Mania.
Yeah.
If you don't, I'm fine with not doing a WrestleMania at the end of the year. My personal suggestion would be do a big event at the end of the year that is somehow special.
Yeah.
Instead of doing an event at the end of the year, do a pay-per-view at the end of December, have a gauntlet something, winner enters the Rumble number 30.
Yeah. Well, and
something like that.
And that's another thing. I don't want to sit here and just keep shitting on stuff, because That's not my style. I don't like doing that. I like trying to stay
Right.
positive. But can we stop giving out world title shots? Because
Like Skittles.
we
Like
we had the
Skittles.
we had the Mania thing, or we had Rumble, and that was the thing. That was the thing. It's Mania or Rumble. You win it, you get the main event, whichever one you want. Okay, that's fine. All right. Well, now I got Money in the Bank, so now I'm holding on to this case for a year. I can cash it in whenever I want on whichever title I want. Okay. Well, then now every year Elimination Chamber. Whoever wins Elimination Chamber gets a shot at the other title that the Royal Rumble person didn't do. Okay. Well, shit. All right. Now we got another one, and now King and Queen of the Ring. Now they've added that to it of like, well, they win that, they get a shot at the title. Stop. You are eliminating the idea of needing storyline at this point because you don't need a storyline because now everybody just gets a title shot
Yeah.
of whatever
I
they're
agree.
doing. It's dumb. Stop that.
I agree.
Anyway, to try to turn it to some happier things, we got a bunch of wrestling coming up over the next few weeks. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We got Evolution, which we haven't heard much about because of unfortunate things with Liv, which killed a lot of what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
obviously, we're gonna have to see up to the next few weeks of how they fix that. I mean, I think the easiest response is Roxy gets the belt. That way, it's her and Raquel as the tag champs. That makes a lot of sense. But now you got to find a way to mix Mommy into the conversation instead of the Bellas, which I'm not entirely against. So have her.
Yeah, I'm real
bring some stuff back up.
curious what they're gonna do there. There's a lot they're gonna have to pull back, rearrange. There's just a lot.
You know who it should be. So we should like, all right. So Roxy and Raquel are the tag champs. They make a challenge against Mommy. They all right. You got to find yourself a partner. And who comes in? Nikki Blackheart. That's who comes.
There we go. We're bringing Nikki Blackheart in. We're
Mini
just
Mommy herself.
pushing her to the moon.
There you go. Bring her in. Absolutely. All right. So anyway, I haven't done any of the mid rolls. I have recorded some. I'm not happy with them. I'm probably going to re-record them because.
Gee, color me shocked.
Shut up. So for right now, I'm just going to say them. First of all, Kicking Out 2 is proud to be a part of Chairshot Media, a whole squad of voices bringing you wrestling, sports, and real talk. Check out the Run-In, the Lowdown, Suds and Squared Circle, Chairshot Sports themselves, and the new show, which I didn't write down. Oh, do you remember the name of it?
I just show up. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the show with John and Danny. Something night
Something
after dark.
You never know what you're going to get. It's Danny.
That's right. The Chairshot Sports is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Run, Jenny, run. Run, Forrest, run. I don't know. Jenny's a bitch.
My last relationship was a lot like Forrest Gump. I was mentally special, and she was a whore.
She's a whore. On that note, it doesn't make you a whore. Having energy. W isn't your average energy drink. No sugar, no crash, and no artificial junk. Just clean energy and focus that hits harder than a clothesline from Stan Hansen. Whether you're gaming, grinding, or fantasy booking your dream WrestleMania card, W's got your back. We are partnered with W Energy. You can go to w.gg and use code KICKINGOUT, all one word, code KICKINGOUT, KICKINGOUT, all one word, for 10% off your order. So fuel up, kick out, and stay in the fight. Yeah. I'm out of breath. I'm out of shape. I think I need some more energy.
Yeah, you have to let me know when you get that stuff because I'm curious.
Yeah, I got to make the order for our sample. I'll probably end up doing that next Friday, I think. And then we can try it out together. But I have had personal experience with it, just to let the fans and the watchers know. Like, I have had personal experience with it because my daughter had some. It is good. It's good flavors and
All right.
good clean energy. So I'm perfectly fine backing it without having my own set. However, I do want to get my own set. With that being said, though, go ahead and give the outro. Very timely again. We try to do outros very timely for what we're doing today or this month. This month is Pride Month. Wrestling has always been about heart, and wrestling is for everyone. This Pride Month, we celebrate the LGBTQIA+ community and keep pushing for a space where every fan and performer feels seen, respected, and valued, because the ring belongs to all of us. Big shout out to SportCoin1, where watching and engaging actually earns you rewards. Stick with us, follow the crew, and let's keep it rolling. You can catch us personally on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, BlueSky, and you can sign up for a Discord right overhead for these fun moments like we have today. So you can join the conversation, you can share your faves, and keep all this conversation going. In the meantime and in between time, we will catch you on the next one. Bye.
Here's the cover. Can he do it? Kick out.